Well, as we all know, the Scots are best at snooker. You got John Higgins and you got Stephen Henry, who's possibly the best ever. But I've just watched a really great match. I actually saw it a few months ago, but I just thought I'd mention it just for the sake of saluting Steve Davis, because I really do think now that he's the best ever. He's the best ambassador for the game. You know, his wonderful temperament and manners. But in this game, you can see him visibly rocked by Mark King, who's a younger up-and-coming snooker player, who was kind of disrespecting him before this game, which is sort of uncommon in snooker. I mean, they're gentlemen usually that play the game, but you know, Mark was saying things like Steve is only good for fetching the balls out the pockets and stuff like that. You know, he's over the hill, and I think this really annoyed Steve Davis, and he was very determined to win this. And I think Steve Davis's safety play is second to none. It's always been the best when you think about safety play. But his potting and positional play is excellent as well. But probably you know John Higgins, Alex Higgins, obviously Stephen Henry, their potting and positional play, and there's a few others maybe that are slightly better at their peak. But Steve Davis has always been there, and always his safety play is excellent, and that's what I would advise people to work on. If you're potting and your positional play isn't all that good, then you can always work on your safety play, and you can actually sort of manufacture wins from that. So I'll show you my mini-me, which is on my online pool game, like one of my mini-me's. N times 777 on this pool game, and John Bob 777, so I'll show you one of them. This is just Steve Davis, which I'll leave the link to so you can watch it. But you can see is my win percentage, usually about 68.5. I think the only other sort of better player was a guy in the British Army, which is up about 75% he was. He's very good, but you can see I've won about 844 tournaments. That's it there, pretty much. Not a bad record, and I think that looks pretty much like me, don't you, without the beard? But this game, see the emotion on his face. So I'll certainly leave the link to this, and I think Steve Davis, you are the best ever. The best. When we think about snooker, we think about Steve Davis. It used to be Stephen Henry, but he didn't keep it going. I think he went to Japan or China to play. I'm not sure if he still plays snooker or is it pool or some other game, 9-ball. But just for sheer determination, for the sport of snooker, Steve Davis is simply the best. God bless you, and thank you for listening.